5.
What'd you think of that?
I'm not mad at it. We wanted to actually call ourselves 5 times. I'm glad the public ignored us.
It's a good spin-off of the greatest nickname ever.
They're not dropping at the line either. There's a ton of time left. I mean, Colorado State doesn't have any sense that they're slowing down. Warned.
Nice pass.
Nice finds. Jorgen.
Basketball, how Jared Calhoun draws it up at the start of the season.
10 for 13 from the field to start. What an opening here for Utah State.
They forget the tournament. Let's talk about second weekend of the tournament. The team playing this well. Now that's the biggest
three-point play. Jared Calhoun says he's the toughest, most competitive guy he's coached. He's our engine. Compared him to another guy he coached way back when, Joe Mazzulla.
That's right, one of his best friends.
Meanwhile, on the other end,
lifting, and you got Guaf, who's a freshman, who's one of the best shot blockers in the country.
Put back, Jorgensen.
14, then going to the NCAA tournament the next year.
Of course, he was on the team that San Diego State beat on that Lamont Butler shot. He had 12 points in that semifinal game at the Final Four. Clifford kicks, Bourne to Lake. They are the best swing, and swing team in the Mountain West. Jorgensen.
Hands it off for Clifford, sends it to Williams. Wide open three in the corner, missed it. Jorgensen, the offensive rebound, and the putback.
State, but that guy looked really good in that game, and he had some really nice moments.
And it's not easy as a young point guard to go in to Viejas and play well. Many guards take it as a learning experience. I agree with you. I thought Evans played really well.
This is Morton, kind of the glue guy for the Rams. Evans going to take the three. That's Jorgensen, and he hits it. That's it. 3-minute scoring drought right now for Boise State, and a turnover there. And the second half, at least the first part of the second half, is not looking great for the Broncos. Something has to change dramatically. Cardenas lost his footing. Evans kept the ball. Shot clock is down. Jorgensen got to get it up, spins, scores!
Gets it to go. Second three downtown.
Yeah, big shot. Can't go under the screen on a guy who's made the threes that he's made in this gym today. And a big make, and the crowd gets behind it, cuts the lead to just 3 for CSU.
Jorgensen answers the three. And down the stretch, you've talked about Obi. Hey, you may have to be a little bit more selfish here down the stretch.
State Bulldog defender as well, and tip taps itself back into the out of bounds area, and the Rams sneak another possession here.
Clifford down the lane, great leave off to Jorgen up from the left wing.
And Tremble again get loose off the drive there. Rams really having their hands full trying to keep themselves in front of him on the drive. Great find to Crawford in the corner.
Owen Bourne top of the key for CSU. Got it down low to Jorgensen, lip fake, lays it in.
A little help, and those are those open threes that Nevada wants to get off a little dribble, drive, and kick.
Second made three of the season for Foster. This is just his 6th game. Started the year on the shelf with an ankle. Jorgensen working on Himes. He'll scoop it up over him in a nice little shot.
I think actually let him see the bottom of the net, and Bowen Bourne's just got to be careful. It's a set play to get Neek a wide open post up, but he threw it so quick he wasn't quite ready for it.
Jorgensen in the paint, so little jump hook is up and in.
All over the place. There, great ball pressure on the ball, forcing an errant pass.
6:42 to go here in the first half of play. 22-20. Haven't seen scoring here in the last few minutes from either one of these two teams. Deshaun Williams on the right side for Colorado State. He's gotten going early with a quick 5. Free throw line, Jorgensen fires the jumper and connects. Now wants to try it again. 2 feet in the paint, kick to the corner. 3 ball is up. Off the mark from the 7-footer Foster. Rebound to CSU. Rams want to grow. Bourne, front court. Got to Clifford, high right. Steps inside, shovels it off. Jorgensen with the layup.
Transfers in the starting 5. The upperclassmen Philip Russell, Max Shulga, and Joe Bamasil. And in the front court, Jack Clark, a coveted 7th-year man, the oldest player on this roster, and Christian Furman, the big center, rounding out the starting 5. And it's interesting, Martin, because this Colorado State team, how they handle the size of VCU is going to be something to watch.
It's going to be very interesting. They have good positional size themselves, though, but VCU's got athletes. They've got size at multiple positions. Oh, what a fake by Jorgensen.
Just found himself wide. Game scoring in double figures for Shulga. The original plan was to go pro, then received a generous NIL offer from Villanova, so he committed there. But then once he came to the realization that he wanted to continue his college basketball career, he felt like, you know what, I need to return back to Richmond, as Jorgensen is able to stick the 3.
He was bothered just enough. Yakimovsky, other end for 3. Missed the shot. And Bourne's got it for the Rams.
You got a 3-on-2. Sometimes I think it's better to attack the rim.
Jorgensen inside. Head fake. Defender goes by. Nicely done by Kyler.
And Uday right there to clog up the area, making it more difficult to recover off that screen.
Rams lead by 4. Punch is at the scorer's table, set to check in for TCU. Clifford gives it up to Morton off the bounce. He sees some daylight and then leaves it up to Jorgensen, who knows how to finish.
Colorado State is back in this one, big time. Morton turning no. Tough, O-board. Jorgensen nicely executed.
Williams with a strong rebound. Looking for teammates wearing white. Bourne, beautiful bounce pass to Jorgensen and an and one opportunity.
On the far side for Caleb Smith on the baseline, spinning on Clifford. Jorgensen helps out, and they force the miss, and Clifford has his 5th rebound. Meet Clifford in transition, crossing over Caleb Smith into the paint, all the way to the rim. Hands off for Jorgensen in traffic. Regains his base and now backs it out. Bourne will work to his right on the far side. And now Jalen Lake leaving it for Jorgensen. Catch and fire 3 is good for the big freshman.
I haven't been able to crack this one open quite yet. Let's see if they can start this half with a score and a stop and build on that.
Starters on the floor for Nico Medved's club. Ethan Morton, Kyan Evans, Jalen Lake, Nick Clifford, Kyle Jorgensen out there. And Clifford with the first touch, leaves it for Morton down low. Nice pass for Jorgensen on the far. Get pass to Moses in the corner. Caleb Smith, catch and fire 3 from the wing is short. And here comes Keyshawn Williams trying to push. Riverside gets back this time, and the Rams will set in the half court. Morton in the paint. Jorgensen open 3 near corner. Got it! Kyle
won the NIT championship on a game winner. Jorgensen in and out. Oh, that's tapped back in by Davis.
Great post. Williams hasn't played in 2 years. ACL, another injury. So this is really his first year to play in 2. And he's a prolific scorer. I think both a great slip right there by the freshman. Williams with a really, really good pass.
One of the said, man, that one felt good too.
All right, D. Clifford back in the contest, and he looks no worse for the wear after getting poked in the eye. Clifford, the Rams' leading scorer at 25.5 per game. Only 2 games in, but he's been terrific. Still looking for his first point. Williams goes left down the lane. Great feed. Jorgensen, the beneficiary. On the inbounds, out front it goes. Jorgensen fumbled it a bit on the car pressure. Evans top of the key. Back to Jorgensen. Steps into a triple. Yes, sir!
Oh, the up and square himself to the basket. Pretty good job defensively there.
32-28, Tennessee State. Rams with the basketball. Morton top of the key. Morton drives right. Found Jorgensen in the paint. Lays it up. And with the foul. Trying to lean in on Lake. Left his feet. Got it inside. Bobbled by Ogundele. Taken away by CSU. Able to force the turnover. Rams in the front court. Lake charging down the lane. Kicked out to Bourne top of the key. Bourne wants to drive inside. Jorgensen lays it up and in for 2.
With this Tennessee State team that came out here with 15 newcomers and has really found themselves here in a tight ball game in overtime when they really had no chance being in it, according to Vegas.
Well, again, they were down by 11 here in the second half and fought their way back. 76-75 Rams. Bourne at the foul line. Back to Jorgensen, the freshman, for 3. And a big one! Right corner. Launching up a 3. Missing the mark there. That was Benome. Here comes Clifford back the other way for the Rams. Extra pass to Bourne. Drives inside. Jorgensen lays it up and in.
He says that's when you're open and finds wide open inside Bourne.
Mayor was able to get down the lane but lost it as he got to the rim. Colorado State running back the other way. Bourne.
The sideline either.
But you haven't seen anybody play all season long. Williams, boy, got to the rim, couldn't get it to go. Jorgensen, the putback, and the foul.
Nice cold brew.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking more of the Guinness than I am of anything else.
Sheesh.
One of the free throws was made. Second one wasn't. 74-52. Rams by 22. As we play out the string here in this one. Jorgensen down the lane. Beautiful little left hand.